2 50th, 3 75th, and 4 actually gives you the maximum. Whoever wrote that function, they figured out, we might as well put those options in there. Sometimes, you want to know exactly what those are. At this point, I don't, but so let's do our IQR, not IRQ. That's something completely different. I'm gonna copy, paste so that I get the format. Quartile. Oh. Let me undo what I had done. Sorry. Okay. Right now, I just calculated the third quartile. That means for Wu, 25% of the time, you're going to be making more than 1.5%. Remember, these are weekly returns. I haven't multiplied these by 12 yet. And since I'm being lazy, I'm not going to type all of that again. I'm going to copy, minus, and change that last thing into a 1. In case you want to see. All right. Compare the standard deviation and MAD. IQR is actually, too long. The short sleeve shorts anticipating this. You guys got me going, so I forgot to take it off. If I had suddenly a very large positive or a very large negative return, what would happen to IQR, do you think? Let's say next week, for a lot of, or tomorrow is Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow, the returns, the market was down 50%, and on Friday it was up 150%. On a given day, those are very large numbers. As you probably guess, standard deviation is going to go completely down, because the average value is about 1+%. We're talking about really large stuff out. On the other hand, MAD is going to be affected as well, but not as much. But nothing will happen to IQR, because I'm very far away from the tail. The question arises, should you use that, basically the middle 50%, in a sense, to calculate a measure of variability? If we're talking about natural phenomena, that's probably okay. And the reason it's somewhat popular, people are, and you may find this completely unrelated, people are comfortable with quarters, okay? They know about quarters. But if I did something called interdecile range, they're going to say, what the hell are you talking about? Well, it's the middle 80%, okay? The beginning and the end of the middle 80%. I'm going to look at the range of that. That would be an interdecile range. So I'm going to actually calculate that. I'll call that IDR. And they're not international depository receipts. And for that, I'm going to use the function percentile. As the name suggests, it calculates that percentile. Comma. Oh, right here. I'm gonna do the difference between the 90th and the 10th, hence the name interdecile. Let's copy. Come on. Just the formats. And you know that I'm going to be too lazy to type that again. Okay. In fact, I'm going to do a custom version of that now. Again, I haven't seen anybody call it anything here. I'm just going to call it CPR, custom percentile range. Because as a risk manager, you should never limit yourself to standard stuff. You know, for a lay audience, that may be fine, but when you're doing this for a living and there is real money in line, don't do that. So I'm going to basically customize the percentile, and let's call it CBR. And obviously, I'm going to make that red since it's my thing. Percentile, all of that, comma, let me put 0.10 for now. So I thought I did that. Apparently I wasn't able to copy. First percentile is going to be 1 minus my custom. The second one is going to be the custom. So if that's 10%, no, it's not 0. It should be this. You shouldn't be surprised that 10% on IDR gives the same thing. Otherwise, I'm making a mistake, or 25% and so on. This way, when you're doing a table like this, you don't have to list all of those. Leave that as kind of customizable, and you can look at different stuff. Many times when you're doing a presentation, the screen space that you have access to is a valuable real estate. Okay? People don't like you shifting to other cells when they're watching a presentation. All right. Now, do I want to? In general, in terms of talking about distributions, do you guys remember something called the 5-number summary in the box plots? 5 number summary is simple. It's in order, the minimum, Q1, Q2, Q3, and the maximum, okay? Not minimum, minimum. Let's summarize the data, but there's still a lot left from this. I can't necessarily know about the skew and that sort of stuff. You guys remember the box plot? Okay, let me see if I remember this correctly. It's been a while. We're gonna do a box. It's called the box and whiskers plot, actually. This is gonna be Q1, Q3. Somewhere over here is